Okay guys, we have this exercise 26, and in this exercise it says graph the functions in exercises. So we have piecewise defined function, we have to graph this function. Let's open our blackboard here. So it is g of x, okay, choose the black one, equals to 1 minus x, and x varies from 0 till number 1, and the second function is 2 minus x. Here x varies from 1 till number 2. Okay, this is the given exercise graph. We need to graph it. So let me look carefully here. This is not an ordinary function. This is piecewise defined function. It means I have two functions. I have to graph two functions. The first one, g1x is 1 minus x. X's domain is 0, x, and 1. And g2 of x is 2 minus x. X's domain is 1, x, and 2. This is domain. So I have to graph two functions. How to graph that? In order to graph these functions, I'll need the coordinate plane again. Let me draw a coordinate line here and here. This is gonna be x, this is gonna be y, this point is 0. Let me see, this is 1, and if it's 4 points, this is number 2, 3, 4, etc. And this is gonna be 1 from y, this is gonna be 2, this is gonna be 3, and this is 4. I have to graph my function here. First of all, let me try to graph this one. So x varies from 0 to 1. X's and g's. X is 0. If I plug in 0 here, 1 minus 0 becomes 1. Okay. X is 0.5. If x is 0.5, g is 0.5. X is 1. G becomes 0. So I have 3 points. It's more than enough to draw a graph here. I have 3 points because x is 0, y is g is 1. Not y. Let me say this is g. Okay. So x is 0, g is 1. It's this point. X 0, g 1. Next one, x 0.5, 0.5 is here, g is 0.5 is here. So it's this point, and x is 1, g is 0, it's that point. So this is first part. Let me choose another color. I want to graph g2 of x now. So x, g2. When I plug in, so in this case x varies from 1 to number 2. I cannot plug in number 1, but I can plug in 1.1. 1.1. If x is 1.1, g is 0.9. If x is 1.5, g becomes 0.5. X is number 2 because x can be number 2. That's equal sign here. And g2 becomes 0. So I have 3 points. It's enough for me to draw a graph. When x is 1.1, it's somewhere here. G becomes 0.9. It's somewhere there. It's a little bit right part of this one. This point 1.5, 1.5, not 0. Sorry. Oh. 1.5 is here, and g is 0.5, it's there, and x is 2, so this point. This is the second part. So this is the graph of our given function g of x. G of x graph. So this is one way to graph this. Another way is way back easy. So we have to take x's and g's here. X is 0, x is 1, x is like 1.5, x is 2. So just when plugging in this number, when we say x is 0, I have to take from this one, I have to refer to this one, x is 0. So y becomes, g becomes 1. X is 1, I have to follow to this one because x equals to 1 here. 0. X is 1.5, it's not here, not here. Now it's here, 1.5. It's 0.5. X is number 2, it's here. Number 2 becomes 0. So draw a graph, x0, y1. It's this point, x1, y0. It's this point. This one, x1.5, y0.5. It's somewhere here. x2, y0, it's here. So it's somewhere here like this. This is the graph, x, g of x. So that's all.